I'm just going to detain you for now, okay?
Detain you? What does that mean?
I'm going to put you in handcuffs. You're not under arrest yet, okay?
On October 14, 2020, the town of Wheaton, Wisconsin, was about to become the center of a national mystery. It didn't start with a high-speed chase or a 911 call. It started with a secret. For months, an abandoned farmhouse on Highway T had been hiding something. The police didn't stumble upon it by accident. They were led there by an informant, someone who had heard a whisper about what was left behind in that tall grass. When the detectives finally unzipped a large purple suitcase found at the site, the reality was worse than any rumor. Inside was a young woman, folded away like she was nothing. But who was she? And how did the man responsible live a completely normal life for over 1,000 days while she lay forgotten in a field? This is the story of Rosalie Rodriguez, a mother who sought a future and found a nightmare, and the 3-year hunt for the man who thought he had deleted the truth. The farmhouse in the town of Wheaton wasn't just old, it was falling apart. It was the perfect place to hide something you never wanted found, but even the best hidden secrets leave a trail. When forensic teams processed the scene, they found several strange items near the suitcase. There were surgical gloves, jumper cables, and a white Monster Energy jacket. But the biggest clue wasn't a piece of trash. It was the clothing on the victim. She was wearing a black t-shirt. On that shirt was the logo for Sprecher's restaurant and pub. This single piece of clothing gave the police a starting point. They traveled 2 hours away to the Wisconsin Dells, a major tourist hub. They began asking managers, "Who is missing?" The answer came quickly. Rosalie Cindy Chavarria Rodriguez. She was 25 years old. She had come to Wisconsin from Peru, working hard to support her family back home. She wasn't just a waitress. She was a mother to a little girl, and at the time she disappeared, she was 7 weeks pregnant.
Oh boy.
In every true crime case, we look at the logic of the people involved. When Rosalie stopped showing up for work in July 2020, her boyfriend, Jose Eduardo Dominguez Garcia, had an explanation ready. He filed a missing person report, which sounds like something an innocent person would do. But his story had holes. He told the police that Rosalie had been cheating on him. He claimed she walked out of their Reedsburg home and simply never came back. But look at his actions. On the same day he reported her missing, Jose went to Sprecher's restaurant. He didn't go there to look for her. He went there to collect her final paycheck. Think about that systemic choice. If you are worried about your pregnant girlfriend, you don't go to her job to take her money. You go to her job to see if anyone has seen her. Shortly after he collected that check, Jose Garcia made a choice of his own. He quit his job. He packed his things. He became a ghost. From late 2020 to late 2023, Jose Garcia was a free man. While Rosalie's body lay in that purple suitcase in Wheaton, Jose was building a new life. He moved south. He used different names. He lived in the shadows of society. Back in Peru, Rosalie's daughter was growing up. She was 4 when her mother died. By the time the truth came out, she was nearly 8. Her family lived in a constant state of not knowing. They knew Rosalie wouldn't just leave them, but they had no proof of what happened. The police, however, never stopped looking. They entered Jose's information into national databases. They waited for him to make one small mistake. That mistake happened in November 2023. In a suburb of Kansas City called Gladstone, Missouri, a police officer noticed a red Volkswagen. The license plate on the car had been reported stolen. The officer pulled the car over. The man behind the wheel was Jose Garcia. He was calm. He tried to use a fake ID. He acted like a man who had nothing to hide. But fingerprints don't lie. When the Missouri police ran his prints, the system flagged him immediately. He wasn't just a car thief. He was a man wanted for homicide in Wisconsin.
Do me a favor, man. Go ahead and step out. I'm just going to detain you for now, okay?
Huh?
I'm just going to detain you for now, okay?
Detain you? What does that mean?
I'm going to put you in handcuffs. You're not under arrest yet, okay?
Just before you arrest me, can I call someone real quick?
Yeah, we can get you a phone call in a second, okay? Do you have any weapons I could poke?
I believe it's out of Wisconsin. That name that he provided is showing as an
I'm
alias
just detaining him for now.
on a
Do you have any weapons on you? And this is just your phone. Alright. I'm going to put you in the car, okay? Like I said, you're just being detained, okay?
Okay. So I'm going to jail?
No, you're just being detained. Just have a seat in here, okay?
But can I make a call real quick?
Not right now. Homicide for a child getting drowned,
Yeah,
right?
like a 1-year-old dead body. He tried to hide it.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's probably, yeah. Unless that's not him, and it's
No, dude, that's his.
it's 100% him.
Yeah, 100%.
We got his fingerprint.
Yeah. Dude, he has like 3 or 4 different IDs.
None of those IDs come back to him. Even the Mexican one. All right, man. So here's the deal. You're under arrest for, you have a warrant out, all right? So you're under arrest for that. And you're also under arrest for the stolen plate, too. And also the false info, because all the names that you gave us did not come back to your actual name. Okay?
So
You're going to be going to county jail.
Jose was extradited back to Wisconsin to face the music. The evidence against him was overwhelming. The suitcase, the location, and his sudden flight from the state all pointed to one person. In 2025, the case finally reached a conclusion. Jose Garcia didn't go through a long trial. Instead, he took a plea deal. He pleaded no contest to first-degree reckless homicide. In exchange for this plea, the other charges, including the homicide of the unborn child and the hiding of a corpse, were dismissed. This is often the hardest part for families to understand. The logic of the court system is sometimes about ensuring a guaranteed conviction rather than fighting for every single charge. The courtroom was filled with emotion. Rosalie's family traveled from Peru to be there. Her sister couldn't stay quiet. She shouted "murderer" at Jose as he sat there in his orange jumpsuit. They asked the judge for the maximum sentence. They wanted him to stay behind bars forever. The judge sentenced Jose Garcia to 25 years in prison, followed by 15 years of extended supervision. He was also ordered to pay over $10,000 in restitution. To the family, 25 years felt light. They lost a sister, a daughter, and a niece. A little girl in Peru lost her mother, but the sentence finally allowed one thing to happen. Rosalie's body was released. After 3 years in a suitcase and a cold storage locker, she was finally sent back to Peru. She was laid to rest in her homeland, surrounded by the people who actually loved her.